Hey guys, what's up? This is a voiceover. I can't believe I'm doing a voiceover. Can you believe it, guys? Can you believe it? If you're hearing me talking right now, it means I figured out the voiceover. Yay me. Oh, check out the iCard in the top right for the last video. I'm going to be jumping back and forth. I'm going to sound like I have ADD. I'm going to tell you that right now because I'm just going to be jumping back and forth between what's going on in the video and just chatting about general crap. So forgive my ADD-ness. Keep up. Just try. You know, it should make sense in the end. Anyway, let's start with the video. So this is the second page in my little mini journal. So excited about this journal. Again, I have to really quickly thank Didi Catron for inspiring me to hop into this mini journal. It's really helping. The pages are so small that I'm just not feeling overwhelmed and I'm getting stuff done. So that is a good thing. Fingers crossed that I can continue on this mini journal journey. Let's see. Anyway, I went into this page knowing two things. I lie, three things. I wanted to use some of my digi stamps. Check out my Etsy, guys. In the top right corner in the iCard, I'm also going to have a link to my Etsy. There's not a lot on there. I know that. I haven't put anything new on there. But there is some, you know, journal kits and some digi stamps that I personally think are really cool. So purchase them if you want to support. I use my digi stamps like crazy, as you guys know and can see in a lot of my videos. I make them for myself and then I share them with you. So I knew I wanted to use digi stamps in this page. I knew that I was going for a color scheme that in the past I never really loved. It's like neutrals and yellow. Yellow is not my favorite color. It's actually one of my least favorite colors. Mind you, I do like mustard yellow, especially when it's like an accent color against neutrals. Red and yellow are my least favorite colors. Oh, wait, ew, look at that. You see that gunk? Ew, ew. All my bottles of acrylic were like that, and that's just because I haven't used acrylic paints in quite a while. I use watercolors mostly, but I pulled out my acrylic and they were all gunked up. Anyway, see, ADD. Let's go back to what I was just saying. I knew I wanted to go with this color scheme. Red and yellow are my least favorite colors, but I always like them as accents. So I'm not using red in this video, just the yellow and the neutrals. And I also knew that I wanted to use a part of a poem by Maya Angelou called Still I Rise. It's one of my favorite poems from her. And I knew that I wanted to put some of that in there with some hand lettering. I failed on the hand lettering. You'll see that later on, but I fixed it in editing, so it's okay. Anyway, let's kind of jump into my sob story. My very interesting sob story. It all started on a lovely Inktober day. As you guys probably know, well, I wasn't recording my Inktober sketches. I had them all on Instagram though, but I was so proud of myself when I started Inktober last year. I am not good with challenges. I'm not good with daily things. I'm not good with art things that make you do something on a specific date. Like, I'm just not good with being regular in regards to art, not doo-doo. Oh, Lord have mercy. Why do you guys want me to talk? Why? Anyway, in regards to my art, I am not used to being regular. I'm not very good at being regular. I am very irregular. So challenges are a no-no. However, oh, see? Digi-stamps. I printed out the couple that I wanted to use in this page. But like I said, guys, the digi-stamps, they're so easy to use. I printed them on regular printer paper and just cut them out. So check them out. Anyway, back to my story. What was I saying? See, this back and forth is going to be hard for me. What was I even saying? Oh, Inktober. So I was really proud of myself this year. Well, last year. I was doing so good on Inktober. I thought, let me try it. I'll probably fail after a couple days, but I was going strong. And it's probably because I wasn't recording them. I felt like if I recorded them as videos, I would have fell off a lot sooner, but I was doing them on my own time. So the way this whole sob story started and my reasoning for not being around for months was during Inktober. This is a story that to me isn't just a coincidence, but you guys let me know if you think it was just a coincidence. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and it's very odd. Anyway, day 11, and I'm going to mention the days because they're relevant here. Day 11 of Inktober, the word was cruel. I didn't know what to draw for cruel. I'm like, I don't want to draw anything mean or scary or bad because all my Inktobers up to that point were fairly cute, whimsical, you know what I mean? So I was like, what am I going to do for cruel? I don't know. So I go to work, and a friend of mine at work that was following my Inktober, she suggested to draw a voodoo doll. Initially, I was like, no, I'm not drawing a voodoo doll. No, thank you. Not drawing one, having one near me, forget it. But then I thought, you know what? It's just a drawing. I can make it look cute. It's a doll. It's a stuffed doll, right? So I said, okay, fine. Let me draw this voodoo doll. So I drew the voodoo doll. I love how it turned out. It was really cute. You know, put some pins in him, put some nails in him, you know, wrapped some string around his limbs. Really effed him up, but in a cute way. So anyway, that was my voodoo doll. Day 12, I wake up, I go to work, and I'm in pain more so than usual. Now, speaking of pain, I didn't even talk about this part yet, Lord have mercy. I've had back issues for many years. Some of you who know me know that. A lot of you don't, but I've had back issues for many, many years. I was never in like an accident or anything like that. I think just 20 years worth of sitting at a desk 24/7, whether it be at work or at home, just messed me up. So I've had back issues and I have back pain daily, but I get through it. I work through it. It's fine. So on day 12, the day after I drew the voodoo doll, I'm at work and my back pain is a little stronger than normal, but I'm still like, hey, whatever. It's, you know, I have bad days. I have good days. I'll push through. It's all good. And by the end of my workday, I was really in pain. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. Let me go home. Let me lay down. I went home. I went into my bed. I drew my day 12. I can't remember what it was, but I drew it from bed. And then the next day, day 13, as you guys know, day 13 is not a lucky number. 13 is a bad luck number, right? Well, some people think it's good luck. I personally think it's a bad luck number. So anyway, I wake up on day 13 and I can't move. I literally can't move. So I draw this voodoo doll. The day after I draw the voodoo doll, I'm in a lot of pain. And then on the 13th day, I can't move. And everything went downhill from there. I couldn't move. I couldn't go to work. I was off work for, I don't know, almost 2 months. And I went back to work the beginning of December. But it's been really hard. My back has been messed up. I have a herniated disc and sciatica and all this crap. And it's just not good. So going through all that sucked the mojo out of me. I did not want to be creative anymore. I mean, at the end of the day, being bedridden is miserable. It's depressing. I didn't want to do anything. And the longer I didn't do anything, the worse it got, right? So mojo was gone. I felt like crap. And, you know, I went back to work at the beginning of December. I've been back at work now for like a month and a half. It's still a struggle because going back to work has kind of made my back revert back to the initial pain I was feeling, although I was getting better before going back to work. Going back wasn't a good thing. So it's still a struggle. I would still come home from work and have to go straight into bed. And the mojo was still gone. It just wasn't there. And I'm laying down the other day and I'm watching videos, which is all I did for months straight, is just watch videos, trying to get some mojo, and it just wasn't working. And then I started seeing that Dee, which I mentioned in my last video, Dee Catron, she started a series where she's working in this mini junk journal that she has, and she's doing these really quick mini pages, and it really inspired me to hop into this journal and do small pages. You know, it's less overwhelming, and it actually worked for me. So far, it's working for me. It's just working. I'm going to continue in this small journal, see how it goes. I can't say my mojo is back, to be honest. I like the way the pages are turning out, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just on a roll. Whenever I don't do art for a long time and then I start back, I usually start back with a vengeance, but then it dries out from there. Like, I'll do art for a week straight every day, and I'm excited, and then it drops off again, and I'm like, okay, I have no mojo again. So I'm not getting excited with the fact that I've done a second page in less than a week. This is just me being on a roll. We'll see how it goes, but I'm going to try my best to continue to be semi-regular on this channel. Back to the page. So that's my sob story. That's what's been going on with me for the last few months. A lot of you know that because a lot of you reached out when I wasn't posting, and a lot of you just know in general what I've been going through with my back. So a lot of you did know why I was gone. A lot of you didn't, but that's pretty much it. Back issues plague my life. I'm currently going through different ways that I can relieve the pain, different types of medication, alternative solutions, blah, blah, blah. So I'm working on it, and I'm hoping 2019 is my year to get better, feel like myself again, be active again, and get over this crap. So we shall see. Another thing I would like 2019 to be for me is a year of being my own boss. Another reason why I don't post very regular on this channel or online is because my 9 to 5 takes up most of my time and most of my mental energy. So it's like, I know that a lot of people that I follow online, they don't work. Like they work because they're stay-at-home moms, and being a stay-at-home mom is a hell of a job. But they're, you know, either stay-at-home moms or they're retired, and they have a lot of time on their hands to do art. Whereas I don't. My 9 to 5, I can't even call it a 9 to 5. I wish it was a 9 to 5. It's a 12 to 8. And working 12 to 8 is like the bulk of the day. You can't do much before 12. You can't do much after 8. So it's like when I get home from work at almost 9 o'clock at night, I don't want to do any art. I just want to relax. You know what I mean? And when I have my 2 days off for the week, again, I'm just so happy that I have 2 days off that I just want to chill. I don't want to do anything, which is bad because it's a mental thing. You know what I mean? At that point, I have time to do something, but mentally, I'm just not in the mood. The job that I have, I deal with customers, you know, people in general can be assholes, excuse my language, but sometimes I just hate people. And so it can be a stressful job. I like the atmosphere that I work in, but as far as the people I deal with, it's not fun. You know, I've been doing this type of job for the last 12 years of my life. I'm 42 years old. I'm tired of going to work and having to worry about logging in and, you know, not being late and making sure all my statistics are up to par. And, you know, it's just, I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to work under people that are 20 years my junior. Like, I work around a bunch of 20-something-year-olds all day. My managers are all younger than me. I just feel like that's not the place for me anymore. And yeah, I could go find another job, but I honestly don't know what it is lately, but I've been feeling like I don't want to have a 9 to 5 anymore. I'm not comfortable working under people. I'm not comfortable having a boss. Like, I just want to tell everyone off when I go to work. I want to be my own boss. And I know I'm nowhere near retirement age. I'd like to retire now. I can't do it. So I don't know. I really want my art to be my career. And that's really hard to do, because at the end of the day, you know, how much can you really make from doing art unless you're out there doing major things? So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to work my hardest this year to try to make art my career. And that's going to mean finding ways to monetize from my art. I'm already monetizing my YouTube videos, but I mean, at the end of the day, that pays me like $40 every 4 months. It's not like I make a lot of money from YouTube. But I'm going to put more on my Etsy. I am going to finally look into starting a Patreon. I did a poll on my community tab about Patreon, and it was interesting. Almost half of you said that you would probably be interested. About 20-something% of you said that you would not be interested. And then like 15-16% of you said I would absolutely be interested. So I had more people absolutely or possibly interested than not interested. So I think I'm going to still do it. I really need the support. I mean, I want to create things for you guys. I want to make stickers and collage sheets and, you know, die cuts and all these things that I want to create and put out there for you guys. I did a poll on that too, and there was an overwhelming response for stickers and die cuts to be put into my Etsy with that poll. So I really want to do that, but you know, that takes machinery. That takes, you know, a Cricut and a good printer, and these are things I don't have, and I'm in Canada. Things aren't cheap here. A Cricut is like almost $300 plus tax in Canada. It's ridiculous, but I want to get these things so that I could do more for you guys and get more out there, and like I said, in turn, hopefully make this my bread and butter. It's something I just have to do for my own sanity. I have to start doing what I love and making it into a career, because the career I currently have, I do not enjoy, and mentally it's just not working for me anymore. So I'm gonna need that support from you guys, and you know, hopefully you're along for the ride. I may also look into doing classes online that I offer. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not consider myself no major teacher. I mean, I'm learning every day. There's a lot about mixed media that I still don't know, and about art that I don't know. I just go with the flow. But I do feel like I'm good enough and I have a style enough of my own to teach you guys. Not teach. I don't like that word. I really don't. To share my process with you guys so that you could play along and hopefully learn some tips and tricks from what I do. Let's put it that way. So I want to do, you know, a couple courses, and not like week-long courses with 15 videos involved. Not like that. Just like a one video, you know, real-time, step-by-step course that goes through an entire mixed media project. I'd like to do that. I'd like to put that out there and offer that as well and see how that goes. So there's a lot I want to do. I hope you guys are in for it. I hope you're interested and excited for 2019. I don't sound as excited as I should right now because, I don't know, I talk a lot. I talk a lot of shit and then I don't do it. So I don't know. It's like I'm already seeing the fail, but I shouldn't think like that. I should be more positive and stop being so hard on myself. So I'm hoping that this year I really am able to put my words into action and get stuff done. So that's my hope. Anyway, enough of that crazy random sob story future crap. Let's talk about the art. I've chatted for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I didn't talk anything about the page I'm working on, so let's do that now, shall we? As you can see in this video, I left a lot in. Usually I edit out a lot of the drying and, you know, thinking and moving stuff around, but I left it in because had I not, I wouldn't have been able to chat with you like I did. I would have gotten cut off after a 10-minute video. So I left a lot in so you could see the process. I really do like how this turned out. I love the digi stamps, and it kind of worked out to where I feel like the leaf is like a person that's rising out of the jar. I don't know, but it kind of went with the poem to me. And if you can't read it, it says, just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. I love the poem. That's just a snippet of the poem. I messed up on the hand lettering. That I looks like a 7. And what's crazy is it's about to look even more like a 7 in a minute when I try to erase the pencil. I used Crayola, what are they called? Crayola Super Tips to do the hand lettering because I couldn't find my fine liners for some stupid reason. I was supposed to use my brush pen for the Still I Rise part, which is permanent, but forgot. And here I am erasing it and smudging it all over the place. There's a bunch of smudges. I go and I try to fix the eye and totally mess it up. I almost screamed. Ugh. Anyway, I fixed the smudges and the 7 in Photoshop. I do that sometimes. I will go into Photoshop with my final images sometimes and clean them up. I never Photoshop, something onto the image that wasn't there or change the way it looks or anything like that. But if there's a bunch of smudges or there's a letter that's really wonky, I'll go in Photoshop and I'll edit it for the photo purposes for like Instagram and what have you. I leave it in the video so you guys could see my fails. You know me. I like you guys to see my fails. But look, here I am totally messing up the eye. And see, just turn it into a 7. And you could see myself yelling at me. You could see my hands. I'm yelling at myself. I'm like, what am I doing? Stop. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I left it alone. And now I'm just trying to kind of add some extras. There's not enough yellow on the page, so I was trying to put that on. That's like one of the, what's the girl's name again? Not Donna Downey. Not Dina Wakley. Is it? The washi tapes. I suck. I don't know. You guys know who made it. Anyway, I was going to use the washi and change my mind. Here I'm coming out with the yellow paint. So here's where I'm just adding a few little bits and bobs to the page, which to me brought it all together. Because at this point, after smudging it, I was a little pissed. Didn't really like the page, but this is helping. I feel like that little bit of yellow made a massive difference. And I'm going to kind of just brush it on different areas to kind of, make it look nice, make it look pretty. And yeah, we're coming close to the end here. See here, now I have 5 minutes left and I don't know what to say anymore. La la la, la la la, painting, painting, la la la. Oh, voiceovers. I'm not going to have a voiceover in every video, guys. Just know that. It's not happening in every video. But I am going to do a lot more of it going forward now that I've figured it out. We'll see how this even turns out. I'm sitting here doing the voiceover, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to edit it in, and, we'll see. I'm going to try to put this video up today. Today's the 23rd, so we'll see if I could get that up today. But yeah, we are almost done. Here I'm going to add splatters. You know me and splatters. I put it on almost everything. I just think that it brings a page together. Especially on this one because I was mad about the smudges. I thought if I put some splatters, it'll cover the smudges and we'll all be happy. So I splattered it. The smudges are still there and pissing me off. The 7 is still pissing me off. But like I said, I edited that in Photoshop and it looks fine for the pictures. I'm going to fix it in the book, the physical book as well later on with some more of the beige paint and just kind of fix that because every time I look at it, it's going to upset me. But anywho, I'm cutting out these crystals here that are part of my digi stamp set on Etsy because I felt like the top corner didn't have enough white. There was too much white happening on the right side and the bottom right. So once I added these crystals, I feel like bing, bang, boom, that brought it all together, and I was super happy with the page and didn't touch it after that. I think this is the last thing I put on there. I'm pretty sure this is the last thing I put on there. But yeah, once I put that on there, we are good to go. We are done. See, I left the drying time in here, which I usually edit out because I wanted to chat. However, at this point, I don't have a lot to chat about. But yeah, guys, keep an eye on my community tab. I don't know how much of you pay attention to the community tab. I think it only shows up on mobile. Is that how it works? I think it's just a mobile thing. But I'm going to be putting up some polls coming up for, you know, feedback from you guys and suggestions from you guys on, you know, what I should do in my art. Also, I am thinking of doing a series, a 10 video series. Could be pushing a little too far there. Maybe it'll be a 5 video series. We'll see. But I want to do a series. I don't want to talk too much about it now because I don't even know if it's going to be a thing. But it's something that I definitely want to do coming up, maybe in February. We'll see. We'll see when I can get it done. But it's going to involve collabs. But I'm not going to say with who, and I'm not going to say when, and I'm not going to say doing what. But it's just, you know, it's a baby thought in my mind right now of something that I would really, really like to do as a 5 or 10 video series on this channel and see if I could pull it off. So keep an eye out for that. I will be, you know, putting stuff on the community tab regarding it, and just like I said, putting polls there because I need you guys' feedback. You know, sometimes I can't think of what to do. So if I throw a poll out there like, hey, what do you guys want to see in my next video? Then maybe I'll get some suggestions and be able to do something. So here I am cleaning up, you know. I like to keep things clean. This is actually contact paper from the dollar store that I just put on a big sheet of like Bristol board paper, like that harder, you know, Bristol board. I spread the contact paper on there. The other side is the wooden texture that you've seen in my past videos. Best thing ever. Anyway, this is a page. This is how it looked in the end. I hope you guys like it. I hope, you know, I didn't irk you with all this chatting. Let me know in the comments below how you felt about it. And that's about it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Check out my digi stamps. Check out my previous video. Okay, bye.